What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. The Washington Commanders have officially hired Eric Bieniemy, and it has been said multiple times already this offseason that Sam Howell will be the QB1 for the Washington Commanders going into next season. So today, I'm going to do a rebuild where we try to put Sam Howell in the best position to go win a Super Bowl for this Commanders team. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one. Of course, subscribe if you are new to the channel. As always, greatly appreciate it. Also, quick plug, I have a football podcast with a few of my friends. We just uploaded an episode yesterday. Link to the channel's in description if you want to listen to me outside of just Madden. I actually do like to talk about actual football, so I have a podcast for that. One other thing I also want to say is I've heard the critiques, the criticism. I don't know if I want to call it criticism, but guys just telling me that one offseason isn't enough, and you guys are right. I don't know why I was doing it for so long, but I was very much limiting myself, and I apologize. We are doing away with the offseason rebuilds. I'm no longer going to do them. It is just not enough. It's just not enough. If I do offseason rebuilds again, I need to make sure I'm going multiple seasons, not just doing one offseason. That is just completely, utterly stupid. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea, and I do apologize, but going forward, no longer going to do that. So we're just going to talk about some news, rumors, because we are getting into the franchise tag window and some other things coming up here very soon. But I want to talk about Sam Howell and the Commanders now that I've talked long enough. Sam Howell apparently is going to be QB1 going into next season. So I'm going to roll out there with Sam Howell as my quarterback one going into this season. So that is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to try to build this Commanders team around him and see if we can develop him and win a Super Bowl with him ultimately. I'm going to give myself 3 seasons to do this. We have this first off season, and we're going to have, a few off seasons. So Daron Payne is going to be the first subject we need to talk about. So Daron Payne at 26 years old, absolutely want to bring him back. He's going to cost a lot more than this in real life. He's probably going to be asking for $20 million per year type money, but I'm going to go ahead and let Madden finesse him, and I'm going to sign him back to that. So now the rest of the guys we have as free agents, if we take a real quick look, Taylor Heinicke, I do like him, so I'm going to keep him as my backup quarterback. That way we have this re-signing stage done, but I'm not going to start him. I'm not keeping Carson Wentz, obviously. He is good as gone. Bye-bye. That experiment absolutely sucks, so I'm so glad that is figured out. The other thing, Cole Holcomb, 27 years old, fits the scheme. I'll give him a 1-year deal. I don't want to commit to him long-term, to be honest with you, but I'll sign him to like a 1-year deal, and I'll have him for like one last season. But other than that, I think I'm going to let the rest of these guys go. We could just go straight in to free agency. The one other thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and cut Logan Thomas and save this $4 million. I do like Logan Thomas a lot in real life, but I think if we could go ahead and get a different tight end, that's probably what we need to do. So I'm going to cut him, and then I don't think there's anybody else. So Montez Sweat's a free agent, but I want to bring it back if I can. Kendall Fuller, also a free agent next season, but he's our best corner as of right now. Charles Leno, 81 overall left tackle, and then Chase Roulier. So I'm going to leave that all the same. I'm not going to cut anybody else. So now we can ultimately go look at what our offense looks like and what our defense looks like and see where we need to make changes. So if we take a look at the offense right now, if you really look at it, the offensive line could use some work in the interior. We're going to need a tight end. Our wide receiver core actually really solid. Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, who I think could develop very nicely. He's going to be a stud once we have a quarterback that can throw consistently. So Sam Howell, I need you to become that for us, please. Curtis Samuel, Diami Brown. So wide receiver core is fine. Definitely need like one more offensive lineman though and a tight end. So that's what I need on offense. On the defense side of the ball, we got Jamin Davis. Definitely need another coverage linebacker. D-line is great. Corner definitely needs some work. And then we have Derek Forrest, who's hiding behind Cameron Curl. We're going to move one of those guys to free safety. Probably going to move Derek Forrest to free safety, who played really good football. Derek Forrest and Cameron Curl at one point in the season were like top 3 in PFF rankings. So I do like both my safeties here. So I'm going to keep them probably the same. So we need a linebacker. We need some offensive line help, and then we need a corner. So let's go ahead and address that all in free agency. And of course, we're going to have some draft picks as well. So I don't want to scout college players, Madden. Let's get in free agency and let's sign some guys. The free agency for the guys I want to add is actually kind of trash right now. So I'm not a big fan of what is available to me, but I am going to go ahead and try to sign a linebacker. I've offered Nate Davis an offer as well at right guard. But if I can add Bobby as a linebacker, that's one last thing I have to worry about in the draft. So let's see if we can make sure the Giants don't get him. So those are going to be my only 2 signings, Nate Davis and Bobby. Well, if Nate Davis, we're not even his #1 offer right now. So maybe we should make sure we double down at guard, because if I don't have to, draft a guard, that's the best thing for me. Although if we do get Nate Davis somehow, I'm going to be pretty upset. So I'm going to offer Ben Powers a contract as well. He's an 81 overall normal dev left guard, but at least he'd be an upgrade. So we're going to be a second option, kind of hoping I don't get both of them, but we'll see. That's probably going to be my luck here. We'll see what happens. So going to submit my offers here for these 3 guys, and Of course, we're going to get all three of them. I did not want all three, but whatever. So left guard, Ben Powers, right guard, Nate Davis, and Bobby Okereke as our middle linebacker, which I'm going to be moving Cole Holcomb or Bobby to the other side. So I feel good about that. My number one priority in the draft is going to be getting a cornerback. The Eagles signed Michael Thomas, which is kind of nasty if he is healthy. We have Jonathan Jones at corner. We have Kendall Fuller, or Kyle Fuller, I should say, Jason Verrett. So we could add, Kendall Fuller's brother here, 79 overall. I'll give him a offer as some depth. Why not? We can add his brother here. I'm okay with that. So other than that, I think that's going to be my only other signing here in free agency. The Texans are outbidding me, though. I'm not that concerned about it. So let's just see you guys on draft night. Let's see what we can get on draft night, and hopefully we can add another piece at the cornerback position. We get to pick at round 1, pick 16. I know we did a tight end as well, so if there's a really good tight end on the board, I am tempted to take a tight end. Tight end or corner is what I'm looking at here, 100% though. So you have Devin Witherspoon out of Illinois, number 1 corner on the board. You got Keely Ringo out of Georgia, Joey Porter Jr., so a lot of good options here. At tight end, you have Michael Mayer still on the board out of Notre Dame. We do really need a really good tight end, but I feel like I can maybe wait till the next round for a tight end. So I'm going to go ahead and draft one of the corners who are on the board right now. And I'm going to grab Keely Ringo out of Georgia, add him to this Commander squad. We definitely need a corner, so I'm okay with that. Welcome to the squad, Keely Ringo, with that selection. So round 2, pick 16, I'm going to be looking at tight end. So hopefully we can get a good tight end here. And then we only get to pick at round 4 because of the Carson Wentz trade. Sacrificing a 3rd round pick for him. At tight end, you got Davis Allen. So still some decent tight ends on the board. I am going to take the Clemson tight end here. I don't know how good he's going to be, but we definitely need some tight end and tight end work there. So boom, just like that, we get a tight end and Davis Allen. So neither one hidden development, which kind of sucks. Probably could have taken Michael Mayer at round 1, but it is what it is. So round 4, pick 16. Martin goes off the board to the Packers. And then my next selection, you got DJ Turner, Malachi Moore, Kentrell Clark, Cohen, Raheem Jarrett, Cameron Mitchell, and then like Robert Scott Jr. So honestly, I feel like I should maybe double down at corner because our cornerback depth isn't the greatest. So I'm going to go ahead and take DJ Turner as well out of Michigan, and that will be my draft. So just like that, not the best offseason by any means, but it is the start of this rebuild, and I'll see you guys with the team and what it's looking like going into year number 1. So offensively, this is what our team's going to look like going into year number 1. You got Charles Leno, Andrew Norwell right now at left guard, Chase Rulia, Ben Powers, Nate Davis, Samuel Cosme, Davis Allen, Curtis Samuel, Sam Howell as QB1, Brian Robinson, Antonio Gibson, McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, Diami Brown at your wide receiver positions. Defense side of the football, you got Derek Forrest, Jamin Davis, Cole Holcomb, Bobby Okereke, Cameron Curl, Kendall Fuller, Montez Sweat, Jonathan Allen, Payne, Chase Young, Benjamin St. Juste, and of course, Keely Ringo. So, don't know what to expect this season. Of course, we're going to have to just wait and see what happens with Sam Howell. My season goal is going to be to make the playoffs. That's what I'm going to go with. So, that's an aggressive approach. Chance of firing is going to be medium, which honestly, Ron Rivera probably will be fired if this team doesn't make the playoffs in real life. We'll see. It kind of depends on ownership, obviously. But let's make the playoffs. Let's see how Sam Howell does as QB1 for this first season. Hopefully, he develops like crazy. We just have to hope and pray Madden gives us a good simulation. The end of the season, not a great season by any means. We ended up going 7-10 on the year, which is not what you want to be if you're the Commanders right now. But we have another offseason ahead of us. Offense, 21st in the NFL. So not the worst offense, not the best. Middle of the pack. Defense was great. Sam Howell, 32-14. So not a bad season by any means. I like that. Brian Robinson, 14 touchdowns, 900 yards. McLaurin, Samuel, and Dotson all got involved, and our tight end got involved as well. Only 1 touchdown for him, though. Sacks wise, hopefully Chase Young got involved. 10 sacks, 9.5 from John Allen, 9 from Payne, and then 4.5, and then you had a few sacks here and there. But of course, another big offseason ahead of us to upgrade this team even further. We're not a playoff team just yet, according to Madden, so we got to get to work. So another re-signing stage ahead of us as we have $122 million in cap space, 14 players we have to negotiate to bring them back. So you got Chase Young, Kendall Fuller, Montez Sweat, Cameron Curl, Curtis Samuel, Andrew Norwell, Cole Holcomb, Gibson, Bobby McCain, Joey Sly. Okay, top of my priority list, Chase Young, superstar X Factor. 100,000% got to bring him back. In real life, I'm curious to see how he does this next season because he didn't play very much last season. Kendall Fuller, I mean, he's going to be probably one of the better corners you can bring in from free agency. So I'm going to keep him on a 1-year deal, extend him 1 year. Montez Sweat, same thing, superstar development. He is going to be tough to bring back because he's not interested in coming back, but hopefully, yeah, he's going to test free agency. I don't know if Montez Sweat's a guy I really want to franchise tag. 27 million is too steep for me. I can't do it. Cameron Curl, though, definitely 100,000% want to keep him around. He's one of my favorite Commanders players, honestly. So Cameron Curl, Samuel, Andrew Norwell, Gibson, Bobby McCain. I'm going to let these guys go because we do have a couple guards you can replace. Norrell, Curtis Samuel. I think I'm going to let him go as well, weirdly enough. And then Montez Sweat, if I can't, get him back, I guess I'll try to find a replacement for him. So that is going to be our first tough decision since he wanted a little too much money for our liking. But I want to go see what we're looking at now. $82 million in cap space, 80 overall offense, 82 overall defense. I don't know if development traits changed at all. It's not looking like it. So offensive line, it's not bad. It's not the greatest either. Dotson is wide receiver 2 now, so we definitely need another wide receiver. Unless we're okay with Diami Brown, which I might be okay with Diami Brown as my slot wide receiver. At your defense, you got Keely Ringo, who is only normal dev, Derek Force. So defense is actually looking good. 3 of our defensive linemen are superstar X factors, which is crazy. Imagine I can add a right end superstar X factor and just continue to build on this defense. But just getting Montez Sweat back would be cool as well. But that is great that all these guys are superstar X factor. Our D line absolutely killer. Need another corner, 100%, and then maybe another wide receiver and maybe another good offensive lineman. So not a whole lot we need to do in free agency. We're actually a pretty good team overall as it is. $82 million to spend, so that's quite a bit of money because Sam Howell, of course. Andrew Thomas, left tackle. Ooh, I kind of like the idea. Justin Herbert's here. Of course, I could replace him or I could replace Sam Howell, but I want to continue to roll with Sam Howell. Trayvon Diggs. Honestly, could be perfect for what we need. We need a good corner, 89 overall corner, 26 years old. He has no offers right now. I'm not the biggest fan of Trayvon Diggs in real life. I think a lot of people overrate him, but I am going to sign him here 100%. There are some people that he does get his fair criticism though, so I don't know if I can come out here and say that fully. So if I can add Trayvon Diggs, that is amazing. I would love that. And then a wide receiver, like I said, I could roll with just Sam. I could roll with Diami Brown, but you got like T. Higgins, Brandon Ayuk, Marquise Brown, Gabe Davis, Darnell Mooney, Curtis Samuel. I could also bring back. Honestly though, Diami, do I want to roll with Diami Brown at wide receiver 2? I want to make sure that Sam Howell has as good as weapons as possible. So I'm going to sign Darnell Mooney as well to be maybe my slot or wide receiver 2. And then Dotson still plays in the slot. And honestly, I'm looking at Andrew Thomas here and I do want to give him an offer. I want to go ahead and maybe cut Charles Leno away and try to get younger on the offensive line. And Andrew Thomas would definitely do that for us. So I'm trying to go for some home run hitters here. Let's even get all 3 of them in free agency to add to the squad. So we do get Andrew Thomas Mooney, and we should be able to get Trayvon Diggs as well. So just like that, we add all 3 to the squad, which I absolutely love. Love all those acquisitions here. So we just need to cut Charles Leno, I think. And then we're going to have a better offensive line. Maybe in the draft, we can get like a really good right tackle if we don't believe in Sam Cosmi. Savings-wise, Charles Leno, $12 million. That's enough that I can save. So I'm going to go ahead and cut Charles Leno to give Andrew Thomas the full role there. So just like that. Oh, I needed an edge too. I forgot to look at the edge rushers that were available. Montez Sweat, I hope you're still here. Totally forgot to look at that part in this. So left in, you got Zach Sealer, not a fan. Derek Brown, Montez Sweat is gone. Damn, I messed up on that department. It's all good. I mean, you're going to eventually lose one of them. So just like that, we do lose our... Is there any linebackers we can add to maybe be an edge rusher? Shaq Thompson? Nope. So we're probably going to have to go with edge at our #1 overall pick in the draft, which should be okay. Or we could technically go out there and trade for one, but we'll see. I'll see you guys on draft night. We get the pick at round 1, pick 12. So Washington just kind of stays in the middle of things and always not high enough pick for like a franchise quarterback and not low enough pick to obviously, or not low enough to contend, I guess I should be saying. So what do I have here as maybe a replacement for what I need at the edge? That is kind of what I'm looking at my #1 overall pick. That's what I want the most here. So Brad Nichols. I mean, I'm not really sold on any of these guys. Brad Nails, I should say. Clayton Smith. I mean, I don't know. Do I want any of these guys is the question. Silas Roach actually could be solid. B power move, A tackle, LSU run stopper. Do I want Silas Roach or do I want to go for it and just get like another solid edge rusher for my #1 or for my first round pick? I actually want to get aggressive here and I want to make a trade. I really do want to make a trade for an actual good edge rusher here. So I don't need to because my D line is so great as it is, but imagine we can add like another superstar X Factor edge here. That would be like so fun and I just want to do it so badly. This is crazy, but I'm going to try to snag Jeffrey Simmons from the Tennessee Titans. I want to add him to this D-line, and I want to build the best D-line money can buy. And they're going to accept that. We're trading a first-round pick for Jeffrey Simmons on draft night. And just like that, we have ourselves a brand new... I'm so excited. Brand new edge rusher. So excited to have Jeffrey Simmons. And then round 2, Big 12, I think we also needed a middle linebacker, by the way. That was probably an issue we needed to address. So probably could have drafted Jeremiah Biddle here, and that would have been great as well. But we got our Frankie Sullivan's here. That's probably who I'm taking. So Frankie Sullivan, Arizona State in round 2. Welcome to the team, Franklin, I should say. And he is going to be normal dev, which sucks, but it is what it is. But boom, just like that, we have our draft. So now we can go to round 3 and then add another piece here. But man, I'm so excited about this D-line. This is going to be in a nasty, insane defensive line. Will St. Clair, Zach Daniels, a lot of wide receivers. I'm going to take some D tackle depth, I guess, even though we don't really need it. Floyd Conley, welcome to the team. It was actually hidden development, by the way. First hidden development player I've drafted in this video, funny enough. All right, rolling into this next season with kind of the same offense. The only thing we did change is we have Andrew Thomas and Darnell Mooney as our wide receiver. Or we got Andrew Thomas left tackle, and then, of course, Darnell Mooney at wide receiver 2. Allen's going up in overall. Brian Robinson, 81 overall. Sam Howell, QB1. And we got Jeffrey Simmons, who's actually only star development. He used to be Superstar X Factor, so I guess I don't have a Superstar X Factor D-line, but Jeffrey Simmons, we all know how good he is. We added Trayvon Diggs. We have Benjamin St. Juste, Kendall Fuller, Keely Ringo, Kendall. It's a good squad. Hopefully this team can make the playoffs this year. I'm really crossing my fingers here. We have a really good defense. We just need a somewhat decent offense, and we should find ourselves in the playoffs, hopefully. At the end of the season, we ended up finishing 10-7, and we actually made the playoffs this year, which is a really good sign of maybe Sam Howell's development, hopefully. So Sam Darnold, I thought that was Sam Howell for a second, but Sam Darnold led the league in yards maybe, but offensively 15th in the NFL, so still mid, but not terrible, which is great. Defensively 10th in the NFL, so we went from 2nd to 10th, but it's still good. 32-12. Sam Howell's player tag is QB of the future, so maybe eventually he will unlock star development coming soon. Brian Robinson, 1,100 yards, 14 touchdowns. Darnell Mooney was incredible. Terry McLaurin, Allen, Jahan Dotson was great as well, so love to see that. Defensively, sacks-wise, we had 12.5 from Chase Young, 11.5 from Jonathan Allen, 9, and then 6 from Deron Payne. Absolutely amazing. Three interceptions from Trayvon Diggs, 3 from Fuller, 2 from Ringo, 1 from Bobby, and then that's it. So we have ourselves a playoff game going up against, I believe it was the 49ers. So we get to go play San Fran and hopefully come out on top here. Man, would it be incredible to go on a huge run here, but I don't know if we'll get it. We're not really there yet. Sam Howell hasn't fully developed, I guess we can say. We are getting stops. Of course, defense wins championships. We just need our offense to score, and San Francisco's defense is probably pretty good as well. They go up 7-0 though. Can we respond? We do. Just like that tie ball game would be great if we could. It's not looking good. We might get eliminated here. 14-21. Okay, the 49ers 14-28. Can we score here? No, we throw an interception. It is good to get the playoff experience under our belt. 21-28, and just like that, we are going to lose San Francisco. So we have one last offseason to fix everything we can. Really does suck. We couldn't go further here, but if we can put all these pieces together, make this a Super Bowl contender next year, we should be in a really good position to go win a Super Bowl maybe. So another huge offseason ahead of us, $74 million in cap space, and we do have a few guys we definitely need to re-sign. So this is going to be big time. Let's get into a re-signing stage that's going to start, and this is where we really need to have an incredible offseason. So we have Simmons, Fuller, Forrest, Roulier, Tressway, Sam Cosmi. So I'm going to go ahead and try to bring back Jeffrey Simmons. We definitely traded a first-round pick for him, so if I could bring him back, he's not interested. That's great. So first-round pick might go to waste. Kendall Fuller, I'm going to extend him another year. He's an 86 overall, so if we can keep him, that's fine. So we're going to keep going with him. Derek Forrest, I'm going to bring him back as well. I do like Derek Forrest, so I'm going to bring him back. That's $54 million we still have. And then we got Simmons, Roulier. I do want to keep Jamin Davis as well, to keep him as my coverage linebacker, so we can keep him. So got Jamin Davis back, $50 million. And then Cosmi, I'm going to probably bring him back as well. And we have Ringo. I'm going to bring back Benjamin, I think. He's going to test free agency. So Cosmi is going to test free agency. Benjamin, I'm going to try to bring him back. If he doesn't come back, it's not going to hurt my feelings, but I do like him, what he's developed into. $45 million. And then my center definitely could use some work. Dammy Brown, we don't need back anymore. Roulier, Simmons, I could franchise tag him for $26 million, but I'm not going to. Cosmi, I'm not franchise tagging. Roulier, if he wants to come back on like a cheap deal, I'll bring him back. I'll offer that, and he comes back. So, okay, $36 million. We definitely have some positions we need to fill. Not a ton of money, but we are going to find a way to figure it out. I got to spend big at the positions I need to put this team over the top. I know exactly who I want to add to this team. I'm looking at Micah Parsons here, who has 100% interest in me. Micah Parsons, put him down at the edge. Oh my goodness. D-line would be unstoppable. Give me Micah Parsons, please. I'm begging you, Madden. Give me Micah Parsons. This team is about to be literally unstoppable. We do need a right tackle, though. McGlinchey is here. I'm just going to try to bring back Sam Cosmi. My defense should be so damn good, it's not even going to matter, honestly. And then middle linebacker, if I can afford like a Bobby Wagner as well. I don't know if I can afford this, but I'm going to offer anyway. So, boom. This is going to be my opportunity to maybe throw it all together here. So, I'm offering all this. Hopefully, we can get all three of them. If not, Parsons, please. We get Sam Cosmi. Parsons, please sign with Washington, and we do get him. Okay, we didn't get Bobby Wagner, not the biggest deal in the world. Micah Parsons with Chase Young, Daron Payne, Jonathan Allen. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. We needed that so badly, and this defense should be able to just carry exactly what we need. So this is what the offense is going to look like. The defense, we got Micah Parsons now. I'm moving him down to the edge because I have Jamin Davis right there. So yeah, this is going to be a fun team. This D-line, best D-line I've ever seen, 100%. That is crazy. So putting Parsons down at right end, and just like that, our offense is going to look like this, which we saw already. And Darnell Mooney unlock superstar Devin. Look at this D-line, bro. Oh my goodness, this D-line is amazing. And then you got Sinclair, who actually has superstar X Factor. So I wonder if I should start him over Brian Robinson. We'll see. Going into this next season, Super Bowl window or bust. Let's go see if we can go win it with Sam Howell as QB1. So at the end of this season, we finished third in our division, but only go 10-7, which the division was just really good as the Cowboys and the Giants were better than us. But at this point, just being in the playoffs is what matters. Offense was only 27th in the NFL, but defense probably number one, right? Like that D-line was incredible. Yeah, I was about to say. D-line was absolutely insane. Offensively, 30-18 from Sam Howell. The player tag is officially gone. He's up to a 75 overall, but he hasn't developed in like a star development or anything. Tyrone St. Clair, 943 yards, 11 touchdowns. I did start him since he had superstar X Factor. McLaurin, Darnell Mooney, Allen, Jahan Dotson, all still pretty good. I'm so curious to see what the sacks look like. Micah Parsons and Chase Young, 25 and 23.5, 12 from Jonathan Allen, 4.5 Daron Payne. Wow. Well, it's all or nothing here. I'm not going another season, so let's go see how this is going to go. Going up against Carolina in wild card weekend. We're just going to roll with it, and if we lose, we lose. I said 3 seasons, and this is the 3rd season right here. So, Carolina, can we come in here and take them down? Let's see. Defense is going to have to be really good, and that's not a great start. Offense, I'm a little worried about. And we get interception, but we don't do anything with it. How we not score? We are going to get a touchdown here. Defense keeps getting stops. And now we can take the lead 14-7. Okay, in a good position now. Defense does allow a touchdown, though. And can wait, 21-14, W. So we have a lead. Go take a bigger lead, Sam Howell. No. Can you keep the lead here in the 4th quarter? The Panthers are going to not tie it up. We stop them. And just like that, we're headed to divisional weekend. Let's go. And now we head to MetLife Stadium to play our division rival, the New York Giants. So I'm a little nervous for this one. But if we beat them, we go to the NFC Championship. We get an interception here by Bobby Okereke, but do nothing off the turnover. But now we go up 7-0. The Giants tie it up. I'm not worried about my defense necessarily. Oh, 14-7. We keep giving them short fields, but we do tie it up, which is big time by Sam Howell. And now we take the lead 21-14. They get a field goal. Back and forth game so far. The Giants are going to take the lead back. Can we score here? We do. We take the lead right back from them. Taking a double or 2-possession lead here would be incredible. We do, or no, actually 31-31. Can Sam Howell go win the game here? And he does not. I actually feel like I got to play defense right now. Okay, so 22 seconds left in the clock. I got to come in here, and I got to make sure they do not get in field goal range. Let's see if we can get like an interception here. It's looking like, I don't even know who their starting quarterback is right now. Middle Brooks, never heard of him. They have 10 seconds. The clock is ticking. They're going to just go ahead and get in field goal range, and that might be all she wrote. So that is literally so unfortunate here, but we might come short to the Giants unless we can block it, which I highly doubt it. But ooh, I can ice them, right? Let's ice them. What am I doing? I can ice the Giants here. So let's ice them, see if that makes any difference at all. I don't know if it's going to, but let's see if this works. So Kevin Fairbairn, maybe you can miss. Hopefully you miss, and he is going to hit it down the middle. And we have one. No, we don't even have a second on the clock. Unfortunate way to lose, and we ended up losing to the New York Giants. All right, man, it is what it is. Come up short of winning a Super Bowl with this Commanders team, but I loved what we threw together. Sam Howell never fully developed, but I wanted the challenge of having him maybe turn into a stud. But overall, he was okay. Defense was our strong suit, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video regardless. Really do appreciate y'all watching as always. This is Crushables. I'll see you guys in the next one. Saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.